What's up, wrestling fans? What's up, wrestling fans? I don't know, I'm in a weird mood. I hope you guys hit the like button down below. I hope you got done with your holiday time. I hope you are over the holiday. I hope you got, what the hell was that, Duke Nukem? I hope you guys had a good holiday. I hope you got, I hope somebody got a pleasure device for Christmas. That's something I always hope of. I always think about and I hope about, especially for like single couples. I hope somebody opens up a package and it's a package, if you know what I mean. I know that's weird, but it's just something I think about. I do want to get into the Brodie Lee stuff almost right away because that's, you know, that's on everybody's mind, the Brodie Lee stuff. There's stuff to talk about, you know, that I wanted to mention. I don't know if I mentioned it the other day or not, but it's pretty interesting stuff, pretty important stuff. I mean, it's something I noticed right after the announcement of it. I noticed it and I went, wow, we didn't see this before. How did we not notice this? And I remember thinking at the time that it was part of a, like, some, you know, some kind of an angle of like, hey, listen, let's go ahead and, you know, make it seem like he's not around because we're going to bring him back with this big angle or whatever the case is. Obviously, that's not what was going on. And obviously, a lot of these wrestlers were somewhat prepared, it sounds like, or at least like had the idea that something not good was going on with Brodie. Because, you know, they just I mean, they're in mourning, but it seems like they've been that way, which is what we're going to get to. We're going to talk about, you know, the WWE put out their top matches of the year the other day. There's all kinds of debate on that. There's all kinds of stuff on that. I think I do want to save that for a live show, but I will talk a little bit about that as well. But I do want to do like a live call-in show. That way you guys can call in and say, hey, listen, this is what I think about it. This is my favorite top 3 matches. I would say maybe top 3 matches, top 5 matches, limited to that. Get your opinions and your ideas on the top matches of the year. I mean, I'm talking about from WWE. You know, we could obviously come up with the top 5 matches of the year everywhere, and that'd be a whole different thing. You know? But, you know, I don't know if we would, you know, it's weird. I'm not ready to do a video called, like, I see a lot of videos like, you know, remembering Brodie Lee and stuff like that. Like, I'm not ready to do that. I don't feel like I don't feel right yet. I don't know if anybody knows that. Like, I have no problem talking about it and like, let's talk about it. I got to talk about it. Yes, I understand that. Like, I do have to talk about it. Like, and I need to talk about it for my own, because I'm going crazy. But to say like, oh, you know, remembering him, let's remember him now. It's like, I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not past, like, it's like, dude, I didn't know the guy personally at all, really. You know what I mean? Aside one time. And I just can't, I don't move on that quickly to like, let's go remember him. I don't believe people are gone for a while. You know, even when my father died, it's like, I knew he died when I was a kid. I knew he was dead. I knew what was going on, but there was a part of me that was like, nah, this won't be how it goes, though. You know, something's gonna do whatever. And you know, that's probably why I didn't deal with it for a while. You know, months later. And it happens whenever somebody dies. I don't really, and that's why I make a lot of jokes a lot of times. You know what I mean? How many Kobe jokes did we make? You know, we felt, and I just get sad when anybody dies, man. I do. I just get sad when people die, unless they're like a real Hitler or something like that. But yeah, the point on Brodie Lee that's interesting is that Brodie Lee, or John Huber, Luke Rojas. Oh my God, dude, I'm a mess. Dude, Luke Rojas, where are you, man? He's gonna laugh when he hears this because I'm not editing it out. Oh my God, Luke Harper. You know, he didn't really tweet since October 7th or October 8th or something. I went over to his Instagram. He hadn't posted anything since early October. And he also hadn't posted anything anywhere since early October. There is a conspiracy out there. PW Torch printed on it. Many other people have said it. I even, you know, I thought it too, like it's a little weird because of the timing. You know, the guy has, I believe, an ankle injury or some kind of injury that was keeping him out of the lineup, keeping him off the show. But then suddenly, and while he was injured or out, he was still tweeting and still doing things. But then in early October, he just sort of disappeared. Like, we pretty much had no Brodie Lee tweets in October, November, and December. This guy went off social media for 3 months, and surprisingly, we didn't talk that much about it. We sort of said, like, what are they doing? Or, like, what's going on? Or, like, there's got to be more to this injury because what's going on? And then he disappeared, and we kind of said, like, maybe they're waiting, they're going to bring him back with some kind of thing. And so, he's a really old school type of, like, let's work people and stuff. So, that's kind of what we thought, and we thought nothing of it, really. We didn't start thinking, like, something's wrong. This guy, hasn't tweeted or anything since October. And I don't know when his tweets are from. I mean, I would always look for that, that Monday tweet, you know what I mean? It's Monday, you know what that means, was always something that we all looked for. And to be honest, the last tweet he tweeted was much respect to Cody Rhodes. And October 7th, he said, it's Wednesday, you know what that means. And it's Tuesday, you know what that means. And then after October 7th, that was it. And it was, really interesting that was the last time that we heard of him. Was around that time. So you would have thought we would have put more together. So the conspiracy is that, that he got COVID and they tried to keep it quiet and he had all these complications from it. And, they didn't want to shut down. He wouldn't have wanted to shut down the whole business and all this other stuff. I don't think that that's real. I understand why people are saying that. Like, I totally get why they're saying that. And it would really help if people came out and said what he was dealing with. That would really solve a lot of problems. It is kind of strange that they're just like a lung issue and that's it. It's not COVID, but we're not going to tell you, And naturally, people are going to search for that information because that's all they have left of what to do, So there is a conspiracy that, people think he had COVID and all this stuff. And I got to be honest, unless his wife, and I don't even want to say anything like this because who cares? This woman is dealing with grief right now. Her family is dealing with grief. Her kids, everybody. That's all that matters is taking care of them, and who cares? Nobody else deserves to know anything or whatever. All that matters is her and her family and everybody else. They'll take care of it. We don't deserve to know anything really, but this is going to lead to conspiracies that this guy had something and he's protecting the company. I wish that they would come out and say he had, what he had or what they think he had or what went wrong, and we knew because people are going to question this forever until it's said. So that is a little bit weird that they don't say like he had a lung cancer, he had a lung perforation, he had some kind of lung rare disease, anything. It's strange that we don't know what that was. So people are jumping to this conclusion. Wrestling sites are writing about this now. It's something we talked about. We were a little worried about. And you're seeing it. I have to take a second out to tell you guys that without your support, we couldn't do what we do, and I couldn't do this, man. I'm Joe Cronin, and we couldn't do the Joe Cronin Show. So I hope you guys check out patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you guys have Patreon on your app, download Patreon. It's free. It's free to download it. Become a patron of $5, and you're in the Cronin Club. $10, you're in the VIP spot. And some of you guys are even hardcore enough to go to the $25 spot on Patreon. So that is very much appreciated, and I can't thank you enough for going to the $25 spot and producer tier level on Patreon. So, you guys let me know what you think about the Brodie Lee stuff. A lot of you guys have. Leave it in the comments down below. BTE just put out a tribute for him. I want to say thanks to Lauren Collins, Jacob Forden, Ray Rods, Too Sweet, who became all patrons again, or for the first time, just this past week during Christmas. So my Christmas present, thank you for becoming patrons, guys. It really helps out. 304 patrons now. 304 of you guys are patrons between the $1 and $150 tiers. That's crazy. To really function the way I need to function, we could use 400 to 350 to 400 patrons. So hopefully we can try to get back to that point. So check out patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You get my full podcasts over there, new podcasts with other people, and a bunch of other stuff. We got a bunch coming in January. Reset coming in January. We're going to announce some new shows, and some of the older shows might change a little bit, and we're going to make it so that we're a little bit more efficient. You know, some people left, and some people are coming on, and so there's a bunch of new stuff coming. So be a part of the Patreon in January if you can. Sign up now, but if you want to wait till January to sign up, that's cool too. But either way, man, we're going to lose probably when the first of the month of January hits. We're probably going to lose probably about 50 patrons. All right, so if you can, sign up now. If you can't, wait till January 1st to sign up. But we really could use 30 to 100 of you guys jumping on there in the next couple days. So, best matches of the year. The best matches of the year. That was a tweet that really, people were really arguing about this one, which I understand why. And by the way, we didn't even address it, but I got to address it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have hit 69,000 subscribers, baby. We're having a 69 party. That's right. We're having a 69 party tomorrow on the program. It's going to be a lot of fun. 69, baby. We finally did it. Forget 100,000. That's never what I wanted. I always wanted 69. You know it. You absolutely know it. So, yeah, going into the top 10 matches of the year, it's like, that's a rough one, man. As far as WWE goes, top 10 matches of the year for WWE. And by the way, very sweet picture with JR and Brodie Lee's kid. Now, I don't really know about showing kids and stuff like that, so I'm not going to do it. You know, he did tweet this on Twitter, so I assume he doesn't mind everybody seeing it, but I'm still kind of weird. But it's a picture of JR with Brodie Lee's kid. They went to the Jaguars game. By the way, Jaguars, first round draft pick. How about that? And also congratulations to Brady making the playoffs. Good job, Brady. Antonio Brown, what a throw the other day. Salute you, sir. I'll be cheering for the Buccaneers for the Super Bowl, man. What Brady did for my team since the year 2001 when he came in for Drew Bledsoe, I'll never forget it, man. I'll support that guy to the end of time. So, I'll support Belichick to the end of time too. But I'll support Brady, man. I'll be there for you, Brady. You got my back. I got your back, brother. You don't even know who I am, nor do you care. Why don't you go kiss your kid a little too much? But no, I love you, Brady. I'm kidding. So here's the list of the matches. I'm still a little bit sick. Or no, I'm not. I've never been sick. I just like a little sinus thing. Or I've got throat cancer, one of the two. Boneyard match, Undertaker and AJ Styles got first. Hell in a Cell, Sasha Banks and Bayley. I can't believe that's on there. Edge versus Randy Orton at Backlash. Like, oh. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn ladder match with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. SmackDown, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Ambulance match, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. I'd probably put that on there, but no, I wouldn't actually. That maybe 10 or not at all. I don't know. And then look, a little NXT nugget. Look, NXT UK. Dragunov versus Walter. I didn't know NXT was included. If that's the case, I'd throw that up on the number 1, 2, 3 spot. Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor, TakeOver 31. I mean, so here's what I know. WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. So here's what I know. This list is bogus right away because it does not contain Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That match was I think the best match of the night besides the Boneyard match. I would probably put Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley number 10 on this list. I'd put the Undertaker AJ Styles Boneyard match like number 9 because it's not a real match, but it was really fun. And I do think it was a top 10 of the year because it was so different and fun and weird and whatever. But I wouldn't put it number 1. I'd at least put Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins around number 5, 4, 3, if not. I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm wrong, but I swear that match was fire. I remember thinking, like, this is going to suck, and then the match got better and better as it went on. I'm going to have to go back and watch it, but I swear that match was top, like, the number 2 or 3 match of the night that night, besides the Boneyard. I remember night number 1 was great, though. I do remember that, right? Wasn't it night number 1? Night number 1 was the best night. If you took like 2 matches from night number 2 and put it on night number 1, you know, you would add like a really solid Mania, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, this Mania was weird and just bizarre because of COVID and stuff, but some of the matches ended up being better than the last few Manias. I've hated the 30s Manias have been awful. This is the worst streak of WrestleManias ever, in my opinion. Probably since WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because I thought when you go back and watch 1, 2, 3, 4, they don't hold up very well. Listen, I love WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4 for like the nostalgia, and that was what I started with, you know, in my life. You know, you could argue WrestleMania 5 as well, but WrestleMania 5 at least had like 1 or 2 other things, and you know, the main event with Macho and Hogan was so big. But yeah, this is a really bad streak of Manias. WrestleMania 30 was all right, and you know, 31 and 32 had moments. But God, if I remember correctly, 33, 34, 35 was garbage. I don't know, man. These WrestleManias have been bad recently. So I would say that this COVID WrestleMania was actually pretty good. Like I think we gave it a 6 or a 7. And I think we did give it extra credit because they were performing during a pandemic in front of nobody. Remember how weird it was that it was just silent? Nobody was there. Like Vince McMahon probably would have killed to have that Thunderdome set up for WrestleMania. And I don't know, man. The only other thing I can think that they could do, too, is they could have family packages where they put the families on the camera and they call it the Jungle, like Welcome to the Jungle. That's the pay-per-view, and they buy the rights to the Guns N' Roses song. And it's like, Welcome to the Jungle. And like they have the people in pods all around the ring, and inside the pod is a camera, and the audio is on all the people. So you're talking about like 40 to 60 people in the audience, but they're in pods or something like that, and there's a camera and audio, and they mic the crowd so that you can. I don't know how that would work, and maybe I'm being ridiculous. Maybe that's a stupid idea, but I would test it if it was legal. If I could get the approval in Florida that, you know, these people would come in one by one family at a time, go to their seats, which were encased in a pod, all socially. Not only were the pods 10 feet away from each other, you know, but I don't know what you deal with oxygen and claustrophobia and, you know, things like that. There are some new studies out there that the asymptomatic stuff is not even real, but then there are some studies that the asymptomatic thing is very real. So I don't know what to tell you. There's some studies coming out of, you know, Wuhan that 10 million people, nobody was asymptomatic, but 300 or something. And then there's a study that comes out of, I think, Iceland, that almost like 60% of the people were asymptomatic. So there's these multiple studies where, like, in Iceland, like, people were, like, asymptomatic like crazy. Like, That's crazy. Like 60% of the population got it, but they nothing they didn't know they had it ever, and people have been getting tested, finding out that they did have it, and they're like, I've never been sick. I don't know what the heck. So you got that going on. I have a major computer problem. My computer was just freezing up. I have a major computer problem. I bought this computer like 8 months ago, guys. I have no idea what's going on. I got to be honest. I have no idea what's up. But it's really heartbreaking because this was $1,000. And there's no kind of warranty to fix this. And I don't know what the problem is. I think I'm going to do a system restore and hope that maybe fixes it. But there is a major issue. You know, I built an AMD build to sell it for $600, but I may end up keeping the AMD build and kind of just tweaking it and needing to keep it. I really wanted to I really badly, not to derive from wrestling, but I don't talk to anybody, so I'm going to tell you guys. I really needed to make that $600, $700 back by selling that AMD build. And just nobody will pay for it. They're like, $300? It's like, dude, the parts are $700. But I may actually need the goddamn computer at this point. So we'll see what's up. Anyway, if you guys want to hear more of my podcasts, some of them for free, find me on iTunes at Joe Cronin Show on iTunes, Joe Cronin Show Spotify, Joe Cronin Show iTunes. Go watch all those. Check them out when I put up free ones, long-form audio podcasts and other things. And if you guys want to hear 30 hours of bonus content a month that you don't get on YouTube, think about becoming a patron. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I love the shit out of you guys. And I thank you all for hitting that like button, hitting the bell, because 94% of you guys don't get an alert sent to you. When you're a subscriber, you don't get an alert. Unless you come to my channel twice a day. That makes it so 40% of the time you get an alert. You know that? If you guys come to my channel twice a day, 40% of the time you get an alert. If you come to my channel not at all, once a week or something, you almost never get an alert. Maybe once a week. It's crazy. It's crazy. So tonight's the Monday Night Raw review, and I'll be live for that. So I will see you guys tonight for the Monday Night Raw review. I'll be live after Raw, as always. Hopefully Jake will be in the house as well. Everything will be good. Hit me up on Twitter at JCS Commentary, twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. If you guys have a Twitch Amazon Prime and you want to give me $3, sub to me on Twitch. It's free for you if you have Amazon Prime. Plus, a lot of you guys, can you believe this? The last 3 months, it was Christmas time. The last 3 months, I have an Amazon link down below and that I've sent out many times. An Amazon affiliate link. When you guys spend $20, I make $1 or 80 cents or something like that. If you spend $2,000, I make like $20. Do you know that? And not one person used my affiliate link in the last 3 months. Yet everybody shopped on Amazon this Christmas. I'm willing to bet that if you added up a couple thousand of you guys that spent money on Amazon, you would have an average of $50. That's $100,000. I bet that you guys, as you know, 2,000 to 3,000 of you guys combined for $100,000 on Amazon. Guarantee you guys spent that much. If you times 1.5%, you're talking about 15. So let's say, you know, you guys all spent $100,000 this Christmas on Amazon, right? Probably a couple of you guys, you know, spent a couple $100 on Amazon this Christmas. So if you add up 3,000 of you, you know, or something like that, you know, you're looking at about $1,500. I would have made $1,500 if 2,000 of you guys used my Amazon affiliate link, and it cost everybody nothing. You just use the link and you buy stuff on Amazon, and every time you buy stuff, I get $1, 50 cents, and that adds up if 500 of you guys are doing that. So that's a way to fund the show if you want. But you know what I saw on my affiliate link? That's what I saw. 0. Zero. Unbelievable that no one used the affiliate link. So check out my Amazon affiliate link down below. I might put it in my pinned comment down below. And if you ask me for it, I'll send it to you. And goddamn, I'm getting heartburn from this coffee, but I'm going to keep drinking it. I don't really have sponsors. It's up to you guys. I'll see you tonight for the Monday Night Raw review. Think about becoming a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. What did you guys think about the top matches of the year? What are your top matches of the year? Leave them down below in the comments section so I can read through what you thought your top matches of the year were, and so I can start being like, oh shit, I forgot about that match, or oh, I'm going to go watch that match. That way I can start to become and remember and become more knowledgeable on 2020. I need you guys' help for that, because I'll tell you, man, my brain is so weird. My brain is like pretty good with short-term memory, like very, very short-term memory, but overall short-term memory, it's gone, it's dead. And I'm really good with long-term sort of nostalgia or that sort of thing. So something has to be really impactful and really big for me to remember it, but sometimes there is something really impactful and I still miss it. Like to this moment right now, if you ask me to quickly dial up my favorite matches of the year, what are the best matches of the year, I can't stop thinking about that Kevin Owens-Seth Rollins match in WWE. And then I'm trying to think of other matches, and I really can't. I think Daniel Bryan had a match on SmackDown with AJ Styles. I think that was one. And I start to get foggy after that. You know, Undertaker and AJ Styles at WrestleMania. You know, yeah, I thought Charlotte and Rhea Ripley was all right, but, you know, that's only because I just saw that on the list. That's how bad my memory is if I don't write things down or somebody doesn't remind me. That's a big reason why I have Jake DeMarco on the show. Because I can tell you what I think in the moment. And I can tell you what I think about something that's memorable to me. But my memories that are made are few and far between now, ever since probably after WrestleMania 30. So that's just the way I work. You know, unfortunately, then maybe there's some kind of short-term memory loss. Maybe I got brain damage. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there's definitely something up with that. Shout out to the Wrestle Daily and Botch Club. Go follow them on Instagram. I'm Joe Cronin, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Come over there. You can listen to my podcast where we talk about other stuff than wrestling. Plus, tomorrow night is Throwdown on Corrupted Nation, my other YouTube channel. Evil Spectrum 3, my gaming YouTube channel. And twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS for my gaming channel on Twitch. Hit me up an email, joecroninshow@yahoo.com. JCS commentary on Twitter. Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. And I will see you tonight, guys, for the Monday Night Raw review. And that's about all I got. Rest in peace, Brodie Lee. And I'm still shocked by that. And, man, we love that guy. What a guy. And rest in peace to Larry Funk as well. And I'll see you tonight. Here's some other videos popping up right now
that the devil wouldn't want you to watch.